I want to tell you why I am so persistent about telling you that you are God and you have to give yourself the devotion that you're giving to God. The reason why I am so adamant about it, so persistent about it, is because your soul craves the feeling that you matter. And when we're giving our energy and devotion to someone else, like God, which we dissociate from ourselves. God is not us, but we serve God and we are devoted to God. At a subconscious level, that translates to neglect, soul neglect, because we do not matter enough to deserve giving ourselves that level of devotion. And the only reason why we would frown upon giving ourselves the devotion that is deserving of God. Is that the right way to say it? The devotion that God deserves. The reason why we feel guilty about giving that kind of devotion to ourselves is because we have been programmed to not allow any kind of selfishness, any kind of self-praise, any kind of self-devotion. Heaven forbid. We have so much negative programming around that. And so, at a subconscious level, by giving our devotion and energy and attention and focus on God, and we're never allowed to give it to ourselves, we are actually neglecting our own soul. We're telling ourselves, our own soul, that I don't matter. You don't matter, right? You are at the bottom of the totem pole. So we have to reverse that, and that's why I say in my messages all the time, flip the script. After all, you are God in the flesh. God is experiencing the human life through you, through your avatar. Therefore, it is appropriate for you to turn your devotion inward towards you and do unto you anything that you would do for God. Do it unto yourself. This signals to your divine soul and to your psyche, which is very fragile if it is neglected. It signals to your soul that you are number one. You are the priority in this life. And of course that's going to grate us and make us feel wrong because of the programming I mentioned. We were never allowed to give ourselves priority or even think that we matter. Right? So we have to reprogram ourselves in this I amness, and don't be afraid that you're going to be in a state of absolute selfishness for a while until you transition into this new awareness. You have to give yourself permission. I give you permission as someone who has gone through that, and as you can see, my head did not triple in size. I am not an egomaniac. Because you only grow an ego if you are doing something, trying to do something that you have been told is wrong. And so internally, you are breaking the law. You're breaking a law that was imposed on you. And so the ego is trying to get around the law and trying to enact what would be natural, what would be healthy. But because we have this law, this verboten, the forbidden thing in our soul, we have this root in our soul, this corruption, this program. Ego tries to do it, but because it's contrary to what our subconscious soul believes, it comes out looking ugly, and it feels ugly because it's not in harmony. The soul and the mind, the soul and ego are not in harmony, and that's why ego becomes such a distorted monstrosity. Remove the law that prohibits you from being the priority, from being the only being in the universe that matters, and give yourself the permission. Take the place of God in your soul, and then you can give your ego the freedom to live out that which is naturally its birthright, right? When you harmonize what you believe in your soul, in your subconscious, with what your ego does, you're going to become a beautiful, self-realized, self-confident, strong, wise person, because you no longer have to live under the compulsion of guilt, right? Remove the law. Even in the Bible it says that Jesus nailed the commandments to his cross. He removed the law that forbade him of everything. And you have to remove the law that forbids you of everything. And once you remove the law, your soul and your ego, your mind, can have free expression, and you can live as a whole being and a wholesome being. So, again, I give you the permission to become absolutely selfish until you find yourself in truth, and then you'll experience wholeness. And I was thinking of another word. I can't think of it right now, but go ahead. You are the priority. Try that on for a while until it fits like a glove as your natural being.